14-game stretch.
And it is that line, Trottier, Bossy, and Tonelli to open it up for the Islanders with Potvin and Morrow on defense. And Bill Smith in goal. Smith, lifetime 15-1-4 against the Colorado Rockies, who were formerly the Kansas City Scouts. Now Broughton fed it in on the left wing side. Ashton's shot turned aside by Smith. And Morrow works it around the boards. Here's Broughton on the right wing side. Aaron Broughton back to Nicholson, and it came outside the line, as you see. So he feeds it to a former Islander, Bob Lorimer. To Broughton off his stick. This is Denny Potvin. Potvin up the middle to Trottier. Trottier sent Bossy over the line in right wing. He was taken out by Nicholson's check. And the Islanders have to come back for it. It's across the goal line, so as Morrow gets his stick on it, it's icing against Colorado. The Rockies are pumped. They are charged. They want to win this. They want to win this for Chico, for Tanby, for Dave Cameron, who's scratched from their lineup tonight, and also for Bob Lorimer, the guys who have been here, including Bobby McMillan, or Bill McMillan, excuse me, their general manager. Bert Marshall is
There's another reason, Jiggs, which probably looms as big as any of them, and that's the fact that they also do not want to be in the position of having that record against them for the rest of their lives.
Well, they just got a good save from Glenn Resch to get this started on the first shot. And now Lever sends McMillan in on right wing. In the meantime, Dwayne Sutter has himself something going back in the Colorado territory. Ramage skated in between Dwayne Sutter and Mike Kitchen. We get our first little confrontation of the hockey game.
Dwayne Sutter upset over something. I didn't see anything happen that would create an altercation. But they're both going to the penalty box. Kitchen and Sutter. A break in the action. The score, the Islanders nothing, the Rockies nothing. We'll be right back. Sutter each get 2 minutes for slashing.
So the team's at 5-a-side. Al Arbor has Langevin and Persson on the points. Gillies and Brent Sutter up front. Persson rushes the puck into center ice. Got it right back, but outside the blue line. And now gives it to Langevin. McMillan into forecheck for the Rockies. Langevin over to Persson. Persson bowled over by McMillan's check. Here's Langevin into center. Across the blue line, gave it to Brent Sutter, excuse me, and Lever broke it up. Here's Persson. Stefan into the corner. Brent Sutter centered. Langevin turned around by Ramage, and McMillan dumps it out into center ice for Lever. Lever over the Islander line. A shot off the stick and glove of Bill Smith. Langevin and Lever bump together. Sticks come up a little. Wendell back for the Rockies to Ramage. Rob Ramage fires one off the glove of Bill Smith. Here's Foster from back of the net. White Foster centers, and in quickly Malinowski couldn't pull the trigger. From back of the net, can't get it out in front. Has it again, centers, and Langevin is there. Langevin lost it to Foster. Picked up by Malinowski, works his way in, his shot put off the post. Goring slaps it wide of his own goal, and it's picked up by Bourne. Islanders under pressure in their own territory. Malinowski out of there. Erlen Malinowski to Ramage. That's to the left side. Ramage into the corner. That's Foster with it to Malinowski. Malinowski checked by Langevin, and Goring stole the puck. Butch Goring around to Persson. Stefan Persson with 20 seconds remaining in the penalties. Up to Goring. Bourne catches up on the left side. Goring brings it over the line, but Bourne was ahead of the play.
False call at the Islanders' end of the ice. Good chance for Merlin Malinowski as he plays games with Billy Smith. There he is, number 16. Watch the good moves. Backhand shot off the goalpost. How close can you come? Billy Smith down, has lost his stick, and the Colorado Rockies came so close to opening the score of this hockey game as Bob Bourne takes the puck, goes behind the net. They brought it down the ice. They had a couple of other chances, too. Billy Smith went down prematurely. Malinowski again held the puck, went behind the net. Smith had fallen down, slid a good 8 to 10 feet out of the net without the stick, scrambled back to help break up the play. Good pressure by the Colorado Rockies.
Islanders tonight not dressed Gord Lane or Hector Marini for this game. McEwen got it to Merrick, and his shot went off Nicholson and into the crowd. Merrick and Billy Carroll working together up front. McEwen and Johnson on defense. 2 seconds remaining in the penalties.
Wayne Merrick had the finest start that he has ever had at the beginning of the season. He has been struggling as of late, trying to find the touch.
He did not dress for the game in Philadelphia on Thursday night. Has not scored in the last 21. Merrick, that is.
Has not scored in 24 games for the New York Islanders. Has to bother him, Jiggs, when you go that long, and are not productive.
Now McEwen feeding it back to Johnsson as the teams are at 6-a-side. Nystrom has come out to join Billy Carroll and Wayne Merrick. The pass intended for Nystrom was blocked at the Colorado line and cleared by Bobby Miller. This is Carroll back in his own zone to McEwen. Maxwell into forecheck. McEwen sends Johnsson up the right side. Rink wide to Nystrom, trying to break in around Kitchen. Nystrom one-handed it in front. That was broken up by Lorimer. Now here's Johnsson off the point. Into the corner, intended for Merrick. It was blocked. Cleared by Nicholson. There will be no icing as McEwen comes back for it. Maxwell right on top of him. McEwen kicks it back to the goal to Johnsson. Now to Carroll. Rink wide and intercepted. Fired right back in again by Kevin Maxwell. Smith cuts it off for Johnsson. Thomas Johnsson. Billy Carroll. Carroll trying to clear it out. It's picked up at the blue line by Broughton. Broughton tried to send Ashton in, but now it's shot into the penalty box. There is a break in the action. The score is tied. Islanders nothing. The Rockies nothing. Watching Brian Trottier line up for this faceoff. Tonelli on one wing, Bossy on the other. Tambellini was checked, and here's Potvin sending Morrow out of his own zone. Morrow shot it in right to Resch. Glenn Resch into the corner to Broughton. Around the boards to the left wing for Ashton. Ashton, number 15, to Tambellini. Back to Ashton off his stick, and it's cleared by Tonelli to Bossy. As Trottier with a one-man back assist. Cirelli to Trottier, and he fanned on it. And Trottier into the boards heavily. Out comes Tambellini. Tambellini over the Islander line. Slipped it between the defense and couldn't catch up with it. Potvin takes over. Benny Potvin rushes it into center ice. At the Rockies line, the pass to Bossy went behind him. Tambellini breaks out. Tambellini and Broughton together. Tambellini shot right on. Smith the save, and that's Trottier with the rebound. It hit Tonelli. Broughton turns, shoots. Blocked by Trottier, and then it shot up into the crowd off the stick of Randy.
Colorado gets another opportunity. The Islanders cough the puck up in their own end of the ice. Colorado gets a shot, but it's high over the net. Here's the chance the Islanders had a moment ago as Bossy quickly down the left wing side. Trottier is moving in quickly on his right. Bossy looks up, sees him. There's the backhand pass, but the pass is errant. Trottier misses it, falls into the boards heavily. Islanders foiled again.
5 minutes gone, a scoreless first period here at the Coliseum. Resch fed the puck to the corner. That's Brent Sutter for the Islanders to Dwayne Sutter. Went to the backhand, put it out in front, and it's cleared. Comes up to the right side for McMillan. To Don Lever. Lever shot it around the boards. It got away from Bill Smith back in the net. There's Lever, checked by Persson. Brent Sutter helps out. Jabbed it back of his own goal, got away from Lever's check, and turned as he ran into McMillan and gave it to Persson, to Gillies. Now to Dwayne Sutter. He's checked in center ice and knocked down by Rob Ramage. Tortola, the centerman for Colorado. Now he's replaced. The Rockies back into their own zone. Kitchen to Ramage. Right back to Kitchen. Now Lever around Gillies' check, and the puck went to Langevin. Dwayne Sutter relayed it to the right wing for Gillies, who forces the Rockies back. So out they come. The Rockies move into center ice, led by Malinowski. And Malinowski's shot went into the crowd. 13:49 left in this opening period as we look at Butch Goring. Lifetime stats against the Rockies and formerly Kansas City Scouts. Impressive. 15-0-2 at home. Won 6 straight here at the Coliseum against the Rockies.
Interesting also, Jiggs, number 20, right winger for Colorado, Dwight Foster. He was drafted one position prior to Mike Bossy. Foster has 9 goals in 52 games. Bossy has 44 in 58.
And the consistency over the seasons. Bossy's goal scoring is compared to Foster's. Now here's McEwen feeding it up the right side to Nystrom. Bourne open on the left wing. Nystrom into the Rocky zone. Turn to get away from a check. Centered. Off the stick of Nicholson. Nicholson up the left side is cleared by Gagner. Got a solid bump. Now loose back of the goal. Lorimer and Bourne after it, and Lorimer is able to clear it out of the reach of Foster. McEwen waits for his teammates. Gave it to Goring. What's Goring? Shot it into the corner, as you see, and it came off the boards right to Resch. Goring and Bourne both in deep forechecking. The Rockies flip it up in the air. McEwen knocked it down at center ice. Backhanded it to the Colorado line. Checked on the play was Graham Nicholson. Now Lorimer feeds to Foster. Dwight Foster unable to spring Tambellini on the right wing. Here's Trottier. Ryan Trottier over the line. Left side to Tonelli. Tambellini had stepped in front of him. Steve Tambellini around the boards for Ashton. Back to the net. It's cleared again. Morrow can't control it. Rockies had too many men on the ice. Got away with it. They break in over the Islander line. Only to be checked for the play. Came right out in front. Ashton a drive and hit Morrow.
Good defensive move by Ken Morrow as Dennis Potvin gave the puck to Ashton in front of Billy Smith.
Now Tonelli has forced the Rockies back. Resch clears one around the glass. Potvin on the left side. In deep around Tambellini to Bossy. Shoots. Resch got a piece of it. It deflected in front of the net. Now back of the goal. Trottier. Ryan Trottier trying to set up Bossy. Can't get the puck to the high-scoring right winger. Tonelli with it. Into the corner to Bossy. Bossy trying to slip a check. Back to Morrow. Over to Potvin. Potvin starts in. Works it around the boards instead. Trottier from back of the goal. Tried to center. Hits Sorella. Trottier out to Bossy and out of his reach. Mike Bossy unable to pick it up, and Tambellini slaps it down the ice. Rockies will be called for icing. There is a break in the action. The score is tied. Islanders nothing. The Rockies nothing.
Close to giving up another goal. Good play by Ken Morrow. Watch what Denny Potvin does here. As Potvin turns, he didn't look. He just fired the puck, and he put it right on the stick of Brent Ashton. Right there as Ashton moved in to take the shot. The puck is rolling. He took a little too much time. Good defensive work. That body sliding out at him. Ken Morrow.
So we remain scoreless. First period at the Nassau Coliseum. The Islanders with the two centers and Clark Gillies as the forward line. Persson and Langevin on defense. Langevin unable to tie up McMillan as he broke in over the line. The pass to Catola, and that was Brent Sutter knocking it away from him. Out of Dwayne, and it went off his skates. Rockies up left wing for Lever. Off his stick, cleared by Persson to Langevin. Persson up the left side, intended for Gillies. It was blocked by Ramage. Ramage checked on the boards. Now Gillies moves in and will force a face-off in the center ice area.
Since the Kansas City Scouts gigs moved over to Colorado and became the Colorado Rockies, they have picked up but 1 point here at the Coliseum. That was a 2-2 tie back in November of 1978. The goalie for the Islanders that night, it was a 2-2 tie, was Glenn Chico Ray.
A lot of banners here welcoming Glenn back to Long Island. More banners than we've probably seen since the Stanley Cup Finals.
Just to get us straight, you said Wayne Merrick in 21 games. I said 24. The Islanders have played 24 games. Wayne Merrick has only played in 21 of them.
Okay. Here's Foster on the right side. His shot, Smith the save. Foster the rebound, and it went wide. Brent Sutter from back of the goal. His pass was cut on. Malinowski back of the net, taken out by Persson, and here's Langevin. Right side for Brent Sutter. Sutter, as you know, has been pistol hot for the Islanders, who just dumped it in and now heads for the bench. As Bourne has come out for the Islanders, along with Goring and Nystrom. At center ice, Goring broke up a Colorado rush. Bobby Miller dumps it into the Islanders zone, and that's McEwen coming off the boards. Half the period gone by, no score. McEwen shoots it around the boards. Rush unable to cut it off. Nystrom in on right wing, slowed it up for Goring, centered, loose in front, and finally cleared by Joe Sorella. Sorella forces the Islanders in deep. Coming back is Johnson. Smith out of the net to clear the puck. Tambellini shot, Smith the save. And Bob Bourne dumps it into center ice. Nystrom down the right side. Bob Nystrom was checked. Goring forces the Colorado Rockies to regroup. They move it to Ashton off his skate. Ashton picks it up again, sends Tambellini down the left wing. Moving in on the right side, trying to pick up the puck is Broughton. Bourne steps in front of him. And they'll freeze it on the boards for a face-off. There is a break in the action with 9:19 left in the opening period. And we're scoreless. Islanders and the Rockies.
Between Roland Melanson and Billy Smith has been steady for the last 12 games.
Smith here at the Coliseum has won 8 straight. Over the year, he's 14-2-1 on home ice. Laid offside, the Islanders cleared it to center ice, and Tonelli sends Trottier over the line. Trottier's shot was cut off by Sorella. Now cleared and brought out by Lever. On Lever over the line, his shot hits Morrow. That's out of the net to third for Potvin. Danny Potvin right into McMillan. It came out in front. Lever was there. McMillan in front of the net. Turns, shoots, hits the save, and it's cleared. Back to the point, but held in. Ravage on the left side. To Catola. Catola centers. It was cut off by Trottier. Bossy chases it to the corner with McMillan. McMillan out in front. Catola shoots, hit the post. The rebound of the Rockies. Well, it was in and out.
It's in the goal. The light is on, Jakes.
I thought it was in the net. The goal judge had the light on for a long time.
It's a goal. The referee is now signaling that the puck hit the net. You could see it clearly. We'll try to show it to you on the replay. Signals face-off at center ice. Let's take a look as the Colorado Rockies shot the Islanders, scoring the first goal. Islanders had a chance to clear it, didn't. Bobby McMillan in front. There's one shot by Catola. Hits the goalpost, goes right out behind Billy Smith. That's the second time the Colorado Rockies have hit the goalpost. And then in the comes, boom, that's in the net.
It's on Lever, isn't it?
It hit in the net, bounced right out immediately. It looked like number 9, Don Lever. There he is, Lever as he goes after Bossy. Bossy miscues with his shot. McMillan in front. There's the shot by Don Lever. No, that's Catola, excuse me, hitting the goalpost. And then Don Lever puts the puck in the mesh. Hits in the net, comes right back out quickly. The light, you see it in the top of your screen. The goal judge saw the light on and saw the puck in the net and turned on the light. Good hands by the goal judge. 1-0, Colorado Rockies. We think that was number 9, Don Lever.
Rockies goal is an 18th decision for number 12, Bobby McMillan.
Now they're giving the goal to McMillan.
Billy McMillan was behind the net. Or Bobby McMillan, he passed the puck out.
Now here the Islanders moving in. Rush got a piece of that. It comes back to Persson. Persson golfed it through in front, but Foster clears it out into center ice, and in come the Rockies. Malinowski with a shot. That went wide. Out at center ice. Lorimer backing up as Nystrom runs into him. The puck loose at the Islander line. Langevin played it away from Malinowski. That's Persson to Langevin. Langevin at center ice, crossed the line, up the middle. His shot went wide as he was bumped by Lorimer. Malinowski leads the rush. Ahead on the left side for Paul Gagner, forcing the Islanders to go in deep. Nystrom and Foster chasing it. Nystrom to Langevin, now to Billy Carroll. 7.5 minutes to play in the first period. 1-0 Rockies. Nystrom over the line. His shot went wide. Ends up in the mesh at the back of the net. Dug loose. Wayne Merrick trying to get away from Tambellini to McEwen. He shoots. It's deflected wide. Backboard is Broughton. Aaron Broughton draws the wrath of Nystrom, who is still on the boards, getting up slowly. In the meantime, Sorella over center ice. Sends Broughton into the Islanders zone. Ashton. Ashton checked by Wayne Merrick. Merrick up the right wing. Nystrom tips it down into the Rocky zone. Just over the goal line. Icing has been waved on. Out comes Clark Gillies and the two Sutters, along with McEwen and Johnson. Good move by Brent Sutter to break up a Colorado rush. Wayne Sutter to Brent in heavy traffic, turned around, and Rush cleared the puck. Comes to the boards, Gillies back to McEwen. Mike McEwen in around Tambellini to Sutter, and he was checked. There'll be a Rockies penalty. Brent Sutter picks up the loose puck. Tried to go back to the net. Now Dwayne Sutter with it. Play is called. They've got a penalty against Colorado. A break in the action. The score, Colorado Rockies 1, New York Islanders no score. The Islanders and the Blackhawks, Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, exclusively on Sports Channel.
The Colorado Rockies draw a penalty. Joe Cirella, a holding penalty, gives the Islanders their first power play opportunity. Islanders' power play has been excellent.
They have scored one power play goal at least in each of the last 12 games.
In their last 6 games, they're 13 for 31. That's 41.9% efficiency.
Persson to Bourne. He's shooting and went wide. Potvin off the left point. Over to Persson. Scoring. Bourne and Nystrom up front. Persson shot. Fresh the save. Nystrom backed into the goaltender, and the Rockies have cleared it out of there. Lever and McMillan are killing you off for Colorado.
The Rockies penalty killing, 77.5% efficiency. Not that good.
Now Bourne walks in around Ramage. Bob Bourne to Potvin. Over to Persson. Being watched by Lever as he gave it to Goring. Butch Goring comes into the face-off circle. Rush the stick save, and McMillan backhands at the length of the ice. A minute 15 remaining in Cirella's holding penalty. It was called at 13:34. Persson to Bossy. Tonelli out on the left side. Now Trache is on the ice as well. Bossy into the Rocky zone. It's cleared by Ramage. Potvin tried to cut it off. Picked up instead by Bobby Miller. Back in deep for Kitchen. Over to Ramage. Ramage will force the Islanders to regroup with only 50 seconds left in the power play. Billy Smith played it away neatly. There's Trache relayed it to Bossy. Now to Tonelli off his skates. Ramage covering up in his own zone. Cleared it, gone out. There's Bossy to Potvin, and it was knocked away from him. Persson got it back to the Islander captain. Out into center ice to Persson to Trache. Over the blue line. Trache back to Persson to Potvin. Eddie Potvin tried to work it into Bossy, and it was cut off. And cleared down the ice. 20 seconds remaining in the power play.
Good penalty killing, Jigs, by the Colorado Rockies. They're holding their positions well. They're not getting frustrated.
They got a tie in Montreal. They got a tie at Madison Square Garden this week. They have not been that successful on the road until this trip. Now Trache is tied up in the corner. Teams at 6 aside. There's Bossy with a shot. Rush the save as Tonelli set up Bossy as he cut it off the left side. Now Maxwell at center had trouble picking up the puck. Potvin sends Tonelli over the Colorado line. John Tonelli, break wide. That's Trache. Trache sets up Bossy, turns a backhander, and it just went wide. Cleared out of there. Held in by McEwen. McEwen coming in on goal. McEwen is dragged down. Got the shot away. Juggled by Resch. Pounces on it. A scramble. The puck, they score. The Islanders have banged it home, and Resch is out of the net, complaining to Bob Myers, but we're tied 1-1.
Pico Resch felt the whistle should have blown, but he did not have possession of the puck. It was loose. The Islanders, everybody on the team running for the puck. They end up with it. I'm not sure who scored the goal. Here's the puck. It's loose. Resch is looking for it. His head is looking back. He thought it was under him. It wasn't. There it is. It's loose. Brian Trache takes a swing at it. So does Mike McEwen. Either way, the puck goes in the net. We'll look from another angle. Stefan Persson keeps the puck in. Or I should say McEwen, I'm sorry. Good move. He's taken down. He gets the shot away. There's the loose puck that Resch could not hold on to. The puck is still loose as Trache moves in.
That's his 40th of the season.
Brian Trache, his 40th goal of the season, ties the score at 1.
Kelly will get an assist along with McEwen at 16:08. Trache's 40th of the year. That was Gillies in front of the Colorado goal just a moment ago. Now the Rockies come to center ice. Foster in on the right wing. Didn't have control of the puck, and it's offside. There's a break in the action. The score is tied. Islanders 1, the Rockies 1.
As we had suspected, goes to Don Lever, his 25th, not McMillan. It was Lever that shot the puck to give the Colorado Rockies a 1-0 lead. Trache tied it just a moment ago.
Now the Islanders take the lead on a goal by Brent Sutter. Out of the corner, pistol hot Brent Sutter set up in front of Glenn Resch. The Islanders lead 2-1.
They have been coming in rapid succession. Brent Sutter had 4 goals in, or I should say 6 goals in his last 4 games. Here's how it happened. That's McMillan, number 14, in behind Sutter. The puck in front of the blue line of Colorado.
Islanders goal is
Dave Langevin, as he looks to find a move, he takes the rink-wide pass to Dwayne Sutter. He finds brother Brent in front, and the puck tipped into the net.
goal 1658.
I should have said 14 is Steve Tambellini. Joel Quenneville after Dwayne Sutter. And there's the tip in by Brent. 2-1 quickly here by the New York Islanders.
Bulls came 50 seconds apart. Lever working in the Islanders zone. Put it out in front, steered aside by Smith, and Carroll fires it into center ice. On into the Rocky zone, not over the goal line. So thus no icing, and it's cleared quickly for Lever. Carroll steps in front of him. Billy Carroll back to Potvin. Second Islander goal is Brent Sutter from Dwayne Sutter and Langevin at 16:58. Morella chased to the boards. There's Merrick back of the net. Wayne Merrick unable to center. Catola clears at the length of the ice. So Colorado is called for icing with 2 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in this opening period.
A delay in the call. Dennis Potvin had not touched the puck. So no whistle. Everyone wondered why.
Just blew right by it. Speaking of blowing things by and into hoops, March 12th and 14th, NC2A basketball regionals here at the Nassau Coliseum. First and second round play. Tickets are on sale daily at the Coliseum box office. All seats are $8. You may purchase them at Ticketron outlets or telecharge. NC2A tournament, March 12th and 14th at the Nassau Coliseum. 2-1 Islanders. Morrow with the puck at center ice. Kenny Morrow backhands it in, knocked out of the air. Cleared by Graham Nicholson. He likes to jump it into the corner to the right of Will Smith. Malinowski in quickly. Foster with it. Back to the blue line. Nicholson shot. It got away from Smith, but just wide. And Potvin up quickly to Goring. He was belted on the play. Face-off is going to be inside the New York Islander blue line as the puck was deflected into the crowd with 1:32 left here. We have one more meeting with the Rockies this season, and that is in Denver on St. Patty's Day.
To be sure, the Islanders in the first period in the last 14 games against the opposition, they have scored 23 times. Now that's 25. The opposition has scored but 10. It's not until they get to the third period that there's a glaring difference in the two stats of the Islanders versus their opposition. 35-4 in the third period. They have outscored their opposition in the last 14 games.
Amazing. Now Nystrom cuts to the left, gave it to Potvin, and he dumps it around the boards. Nystrom and Lorimer bump together. There's Bourne with it. He's tied up by Nicholson. The puck sprung loose. Cleared by Bourne. Bobby Miller takes over. Miller on the left side. Nystrom got a piece of him. Miller picked up the puck and then lost his balance. Malinowski shot it into the Islander zone. Miller picks it up, takes a shot off the target with less than a minute to play in the period. Foster unable to take it out of the corner. And Goring fed it around to Morrow. Kenny Morrow dumps it rink wide. And at center ice, Brent Ashton forces the Islanders to go back. Smith left it for Morrow, who's out on defense with Potvin. Trottier, Bossy, and Tonelli the forward line. We're watching Kenny Morrow as he gave it to Potvin. And Potvin turning to Morrow. Morrow blasts one into the corner, bounced out in front of the net, but Ramage is there to clear it. Right side to Broughton, and it got away from him. So Langevin covers up at the Islander line, giving it to Persson. The middle to Tonelli. John Tonelli cuts to the right wing over the Colorado line to Bossy. Bossy moves in, shoots something over top of the net. It's out on the near side. Trottier got a stick on it, centered, but Tambellini has cleared the puck, and that'll do it for the opening period. Langevin coming back, and there's the horn, ending period one. Islanders are 1/3 of the way to establishing a new record of 15 consecutive victories as they have themselves a 2-1 lead at the end of the first. The goals came late. At the end of one, Islanders 2, Rockies 1. We'll be back with a recap following this message.
We're here in the studio at Nassau Coliseum. It's 2-1 Islanders over the Rockies, and our guest is a man who is beloved here in Nassau Coliseum. It was demonstrated tonight. Goalie Glenn Chico Resch. And Glenn, We appreciate you coming here between periods. How did it feel when you walked down the corridor tonight to the Rockies room instead of the Islander room?
Well, it was pretty different.
It was pretty emotional.
But we've been
thinking about it for quite a while.
The whole day, the whole 2 days has been pretty emotional, and especially with the Islanders on this streak, you know, I knew there'd be a lot of excitement anyway. So it's been fun so far, but you know, just the first period. It's going to be a long night. They look like they're going tonight.
You seem to have the ability, despite the fact that you have the most difficult job in sports, to extract fun out of an anxiety situation like this. Are you enjoying this game?
Well, it wasn't always that way, Stan. I think that comes with experience a little bit. But I'm enjoying the game as much or probably more now than I ever have. You know, you put it in perspective and you take out the positive things that you like, and that's what you focus in on, not the negative things of what if this doesn't happen, what if I don't play well, what if we don't achieve this type of success. And so if you do that, you can have a good time in anything you're doing, and that's kind of what you have to do with the Rockies and a building team. And really, it's been a lot of fun, and tonight, I wasn't, you know, I mean, I was looking forward to it. It wasn't like I was dreading it because of the fear of not doing well. You know, like I say, who knows what the game's going to bring, but just the experience of having gone through it, you know, will be something that I'll never forget.
How aware have you been of the warmth that the fans here and even the media have toward you tonight, as an example?
Well, Stan, as you know, they treat everybody well here. I mean, it's a super place to play, and you know, especially when you're winning, everybody's in a good mood. But even when we weren't winning, the fans were good here. And Bobby Lorimer and Stevie and I, we talk about it, and we just know how good the fans were, and they still are to us. So we feel it a lot. We feel the warmth, and you know, it's a very delicate situation. I love being with the Rockies. I really sincerely do. But you know, like I say, I can't say I still don't miss the Islanders in Long Island, and I think it'll always be that way.
We'll be back with Glenn Resch in just a moment. 2-1. Did you talk to any of your former Islander teammates yesterday or today?
Yeah, yesterday we were here. We practiced right after they did, and they were just coming off the ice when Stevie and Bobby and I came in, so we had a little bit of kidding going on. It was nice to see them, and we got to, you know, all our pleasantries done, and I visited, you know, a couple guys last night, and so we did all that. It's been like really like a homecoming, like a reunion almost, and you know, I don't know what the next time will be like, but this first time sure has been exciting.
The word is that you're playing vintage goal, that you have never been better. Do you feel that way?
Well, Stan, yeah, I feel that way only because I think I'm together mentally more than I ever was. And again, that's experience. I think I've always said, if you keep yourself in good shape, and I mean when you get over 30, you got to work extra hard because there's so many good young kids. But if you keep the body in shape, and then you start, like I say, putting things in proper perspective, you don't make those stupid mistakes you made when you were younger through anxiety or focusing in the wrong areas. So I think it's just a fun time because I'm more under control now than I was, and but I don't know. There's still a few games I'd like to play over, Stan. It's been far from flawless. I still had some bad nights.
The club has been playing well. You even have a shot at a playoff berth the way you're going.
Yeah, we're playing real well, and I think, you know, we've proved it again tonight. You know, the Islanders got a couple goals there that, you know, they didn't really have to work for so much, and we were picking things off. We were playing well. Every place we go in, they say, gee, you guys are the last place team. You guys look pretty good. And we are, but everybody remembers us from the beginning of the year when we were so awful. But we're a long ways from that now.
Glenn, I know I'm sincerely expressing the feeling of everybody in the media and the fans. We want you to have the best of luck for the rest of the season. A man who is beloved on Long Island, New York City, Glenn Resch, goalie of the Colorado Rockies. We'll be back in just a moment. Nassau Coliseum, 2-1. The Islanders over the Rockies, and another old favorite of ours, Billy McMillan, now the general manager of the Rockies. And Billy, you've got a lot to be proud of, the way this team has come around after a difficult start. Where are you going from here?
Well, we had a very tough beginning, Stan, but I think most of it, our problem was due to newness. And the boys are coming together now, and I think the last 20 games will be heard from. And we're only 6 points behind LA for final playoff position, and we're out to catch them.
What about Glenn Resch's play since he joined the team? Your appraisal. Has he lived up to the expectations you had?
Well, he's been a leader since day one. The day we got him, he went into Madison Square Garden and we beat the Rangers 4-3. And he definitely is a leader on and off the ice, and he's certainly up for this game tonight. But you've got to have someone to build a team around, and in that position, Chico has it. And we've got a lot of young players, but like the second goal the Islanders scored there, young Sorella, you have to suffer with those mistakes when they're young, and hopefully they'll learn from them and won't make them next year.
Billy McMillan, you made a deal that looks like an excellent one for you, getting your brother and Don Lever. What about that?
Well, we're happy with it. You know, our penalty killing has gone from being the worst in the league to around the 12th or 13th. So we're very pleased with that deal. We've made a couple of other deals that maybe are not looking good at the moment, but the season isn't over yet.
Your club has a good chance of making it. Billy McMillan of the Colorado Rockies will be back in just a moment.
The Rockies are in. If you can play, you're going to be there playing. The Islanders move in for the start of the second period. It's Trottier, Ginelli, and Bossy. Trottier dug it off the boards. Bossy out in front. The pass cut off neatly and cleared by Nicholson.
It's a good defensive move by Nicholson. 2-on-1, Trottier and Bossy. Against him, he broke up the play.
Now it's cleared to the line, held in by Morrow. The shot went bouncing off Tambellini. Bossy can't get around Nicholson. And Nicholson into center ice. Left side to Ashton. Ashton into the corner. Nicholson let it go, and Potvin aids it up to John Tonelli. 2-1 Islanders. Tonelli comes over the center ice stripe across the Colorado line, cutting it on goal around Lorimer. A backhander gloved by Resch and cleared aside. Islanders back away from the Rockies, hoping for a delay of the game whistle, and now they try to freeze it. It's Doug Luce put out in front. Nicholson was there. Here's Morrow at the blue line. Cut off and brought out by Lorimer. Bob Lorimer sends Broughton over the Islander line. Aaron Broughton chased deep by Potvin, sidestepped the check, then put it right on the stick of Gillies. Gillies and Broughton bumped together. Potvin is knocked down, fed the pass to Gillies. To Brian Trottier. Over the line to Bossy on right wing. Teed it up. Shot. Resch the save. Glenn Resch. Glove save off Mike Bossy.
A hard shot by Michael Bossy. Stopped by that man, Glenn Resch. Bossy looking for the top left corner. Here's Trottier across center ice. Looks at Gillies. Makes the play to Michael Bossy. Off the skate. Right here. Leans into it. Lets it go. It's up high. Resch in good position. Had the angle on the shot.
Now Brent Sutter wins the faceoff, getting it to Persson. His shot right on. Oh, tipped by Brennan, just wide. Comes out in front. There's Gillies to Dwayne Sutter. Resch got a piece of that. Down to the right point. That's Persson. Can't get it to Gillies as Lever broken up. And here's Bob McMillan to Catola. Catola over the line. Dropped it to McMillan. McMillan cuts to the left side. That's a shot goal. Was blocked. They score. Tipped in by Lever, and we're tied at 2.
Don Lever goes to the net. He's a veteran. One-time Vancouver Canuck. Headed for the net. Catola. As he crossed the blue line, you see McMillan trailing him. He drops the puck. McMillan looks up ice and sees Lever heading for the net. Cuts into a better position. Stefan Persson in pursuit. There's the shot. Screen shot. Lever tipped it. As we take another look with McMillan inside the Islanders' end. There's the shot. Don Lever tips it in. His 26th goal, tying the score at 2 apiece.
Now here's Gillies moving in for the Islanders. Resch cuts it off. It's loose back of the net. Art Gillies dug it loose. Gillies put it out in front, cleared by Kitchen. McMillan breaks out for the Rockies. McMillan over the Islander line, trying to cut in around Langevin. McMillan centered. Langevin was there. Dave Langevin over the Rocky line, gave it to Brent Sutter. A backhand shot. Resch the save and covers up as Dwayne Sutter tried to jab it away from him.
Good skating, end-to-end action. Good to see Bobby McMillan putting a little effort into a hockey game, Jake. I've accused him of being lazy before, not tonight. As he worked his way down the right wing quickly, he had Langevin in pursuit. Islanders right back quickly. Resch makes the stop and holds the puck.
Yeah, if they could get 70 of 80 games like that out of McMillan, they'd be happy, I'm sure. 80 games too long for him.
Atlanta did it at one time.
Yeah.
For a couple of years.
Now Quenneville at center, overskated the puck. Here's Goring moving in. Back it in around Foster. Now picks it up on the near boards. Goring, rink wide, that's McEwen. To Nystrom as he goes to the corner. Let the puck go to Bourne, who was taken out. Goring races it after it. Goring to Bourne. He's still being tied up in the boards. Now Nystrom takes over. Nystrom ran into Sorella's check. Sorella to Foster. Off the boards, back to Sorella to Quenneville. Quenneville up the left side. Gagner trying to drop it back. It was stolen by Bourne. Into the corner and then back of the net. Nystrom races it after it. Nystrom to Bourne. He was too well covered. Gagner on the left side. Up the left wing comes Malinowski. Over the Islander line, working on Goring. Malinowski checked back of the net. Mike Foster back to Malinowski to Foster. Foster trying to center the puck. Being tied up by McEwen. He got it back to Malinowski. Malinowski around the boards. Nobody there for either team, and Bourne hustles back. He was checked by Gagner. And Sorella's shot was blocked. Mike McEwen lugs it into center ice. McEwen across the line, trying to come in around the defense of Nicholson. McEwen in deep, centers. There's Nystrom, shot it over the crossbar. Nystrom runs into Nicholson as Trottier at the blue line. Dumps it off in front, it comes loose. To the blue line, here's Johnson. Thomas Johnson centering attempt is blocked. And now a fight breaks out in front as Nicholson and Nystrom started to pummel one another. Referee Myers directs the rest of the players back to a neutral area. And Nystrom gets the right hand loose, and down goes Nicholson. So in come the linesmen Hodges and Joe Day. So we'll get some penalties here. We still have 15:56 to play in the second period. There is a break in the action with the score tied. The New York Islanders 2, the Colorado Rockies 2.
There's a good opportunity. Mike McEwen, as he goes down right wing looking, makes the play to the front of the net. Watch what happens to Bobby Nystrom. He's got 7 goals, 6 assists, 13 points in his last 13 games since he was benched. Look at that, right off the toe of the stick, puts it over the crossbar.
And Nystrom and Nicholson end up with fighting penalties at 4:04. You watch John Tonelli, you see he was checked. Bossy shot it to the corner. Here's Potvin into John Tonelli. Tonelli out in front. Potvin too well covered. Bossy can't get it. And it's cleared up the left side by Brent Ashton. Trottier waiting at center ice. Back to Potvin. Morrow comes back to join him along with Tonelli. The pass up the middle to Trottier. To Tonelli on left wing. Cuts to the right. Lost the puck. Trottier brings it in over the line. Tried to step in around Quenneville and was knocked down. Steve Tambellini, the former Islander, takes a look. Dumps it up the left side. Ashton chasing it with Morrow. Ashton with some speed will pick it up. And he's taken down by Morrow, and Potvin feeds it to the right wing for Mike Bossy. Bossy over the Colorado line on Quenneville. Bossy in deep. Put it out in front. It came right back to Bossy. Now to Trottier. To Bossy. Bossy to Potvin. He shoots. That went wide. Bossy after the rebound. Into the corner to Trottier. He was tied up, but there's Tonelli with it. In front to Bossy to Trottier. He couldn't get a stick on it. Bossy. He was checked by Tambellini, and out come the Rockies. Tambellini shooting it into the Islander zone. And Potvin picks it up, lost it to McMillan. McMillan shot off Morrow, and Potvin chases it to the corner, couldn't get there in time. Here's McMillan again. Centers, Lever's shot went wide of the net. John Tonelli starts out on left wing. Tonelli rink wide to Bossy. Over the line, Bossy starts in, looks for some help, then is tied up on the boards by Kitchen, and Maxwell fires it around the boards out of the reach of Ramage. 14 minutes remaining in second period play.
Good defensive move by Kitchen on Bossy. Jiggs, he took the body, took him right out of the play, ended up with the puck also.
Now Gillies trying to set up Wayne Sutter. To the point, that's Langevin with a shot, knocked down. Gillies recovers in the corner. Around the boards, Brent Sutter and Foster got there together, and Foster lugs it out on the right wing. Into center ice, Gillies stepped in front of his man. Lever across the line, but offside. A break in the action. Our score is tied at 2. Islanders and the Colorado Rockies. Coliseum tonight. Many of them include Bob, Tamby, and Chico.
In the second period, Jiggs, Philadelphia and Pittsburgh are deadlocked at 2 apiece.
That game is in Pittsburgh, and we will be at the Civic Arena in Pittsburgh tomorrow night. Here's Langevin up the left wing side, off the stick of Gillies. It's loose inside the Colorado zone. Kitchen hustling after it. Brent Sutter right on top of him. Got a piece of Kitchen. But he cleared it to the right side. Malinowski had trouble regaining his balance. Got it over the line, left it. There's Miller's shot. Off Wayne Sutter, and Persson in the corner is checked by Malinowski. Brent Sutter trying to freeze it. You hear the referee Myers telling him to move it. Finally, the struggle is won by Persson. So Stefan Persson starts out for the Islanders. Persson shoots it high in the air, deep into the Rocky zone. Back is Lorimer. Billy Carroll into forecheck as the Islanders complete changes. Bourne is out with Goring. And Sorella just did clear the loose puck into center ice. Johnson to Bourne. And Carroll out of his reach. It'll go right to Glenn Resch. Chico played it off to Lorimer. Lorimer's pass intended for Tambellini is going the length of the ice. Smith comes out of the net to play it away from the on-rushing Bobby Miller. Now Carroll knocked his man down. The puck comes to center ice. Sorella controls it. Gave it to Lorimer. Lorimer to Broughton to Tambellini over the line with Ashton. Tambellini shot steered aside by Smith. Bourne to McEwen. McEwen elects to play it up the wing. It hit Brett Ashton. Ashton winds up, shoots. That went wide. Lorimer off the right point, into the corner. The puck is loose, and McEwen comes back. McEwen around to Janssen. Thomas Janssen carries it to center ice. Janssen across the Colorado line, turned around, hauled down by Sorella. He goes right on, as you see. Tambellini into the Islanders zone. The puck went to Bourne. Dumped it to center ice. Sorella holds it there and then shot right back into the Islander territory. Comes out on the right side, picked up by Bob Bourne. Bourne over the Colorado line, cutting to the left wing. It went into the skates of Janssen to the corner for Bourne. Bourne and Ramage pumped together. There's Goring trying to center. Got it to Bourne. Bob Bourne to Goring. Pinelli on the right wing side. Goring center. It was broken up and brought out by Ramage. Bob Ramage sends Lever over the line on left wing. His shot. Smith the save. He was going to the right. Had to get the stick back to the left side. Pinelli leads the rush. Bossy unable to pick up a long pass, and Resch there's it around into the corner for Ramage. Ramage shoots it high in the air into center. Islanders send Morrow after it. Rocky send Lever and McMillan in quickly. Out of Bossy, he was checked by Catola, but Morrow backed up the play. Morrow to Ryan Trotching. Out of Bossy. Bossy around Ramage. Can't cut in. Back of the net. Unable to center it. Here's Bossy to the blue line for Morrow to Potvin. Potvin can't set up Bossy, and Catola breaks out with McMillan. McMillan on right wing. To Lever, and he couldn't take the pass. Now fires one off the stick of Potvin. There's Catola. He lost it on the boards, and Potvin midway through the second period, we're 2-2. Morrow fires it down the ice. Rockies had a chance to play it. There's no icing as Lorimer picks it up. Excellent skating game, Ed.
Excellent, you're right, Jake. Both teams, a lot of effort here in the second period. Seen Lever tie the score with his second goal of the game, just out of the efforts of the Colorado Rockies.
Stefan Persson lugs the puck into center ice. Persson to Gillies, off his stick. Rush out of the net to clear it. There's Foster in the corner. Tipped it to Kitchen. Mike Kitchen sends Bob Miller into center. Miller plays it left wing. Here's Foster racing in. Blake Foster centered. Picked off by Dwayne Sutter. Now to Gillies. Gillies at center, trying to get away from Lorimer. Dropped it to Langevin. Back to Gillies. He's over the line. Gillies trying to sneak in around Miller. Went to the corner, then was bumped by Kitchen, and it's brought out on the left side. Malinowski leads the rush. Malinowski over the line. Two men back. That's Langevin and Persson. Malinowski to Broughton. Cuts one side. Shot blocked by Smith. He clears the rebound back of the net. And Langevin got it to Gillies. Off the boards. Picked up by Dwayne Sutter. One-on-one with Sorella. Sutter can't get around the young defenseman, and Resch covers up on the puck. There's a break in the action. Our score is tied. Islanders 2, the Rockies 2.
And the Colorado Rockies the tie and go for the win here in the second period. Play is about even, Jake.
Yes, it is. Tambellini shooting the puck into the Islander area. That's Broughton in the corner. Couldn't get a stick on it. Gore skates, and Bourne fed it out of the reach of Gorey. Now Tambellini in front of the net. Broughton shot blocked by Smith. Colorado pounced on a golden chance.
The last two saves Billy Smith has had to make have both been good ones, and he's been called upon. Here's Bourne as he gives it and tried to give it to number 91, Butch Goring. Tambellini, his pass misfired. Thomas Johnson lost the puck. Look at the shot by Broughton. And he got a little higher. He might have found some of that empty net above the left shoulder. There's the missed pass by Butch Goring. It was behind him. In his skates, Steve Tambellini lets it go. Thomas Johnson. It gets caught in his skates. There's Broughton. He couldn't get it up quick enough. He was in tight. Billy Smith had moved out a little bit. There was room, but he didn't find it.
Now Kitchen shot from the point was steered aside by Smith, and Bourne feeds it cleanly to Goring. Nystrom with him, 2-on-2. Goring cuts right, goes through the defense, is hauled down. Kitchen will get a penalty. The puck cleared, and a holding penalty against the Colorado Rockies. Johnson was winding up to shoot it, but they're ruling that the Rockies had control of it. There is a break in the action. The score, Islanders 2, the Rockies 2.
A hole in the defense to go through, elects to go between Kitchen and Ramage. Right there you see Kitchen get a hold of him, gets a holding penalty. The puck is cleared, the whistle blows, Kitchen goes off. The Islanders have a power play.
Had a power play in the first period, couldn't connect. This will be their second chance of the night. It'll be their fifth chance of the year in games against the Rockies. And they have yet to score a power play goal against Colorado. And now it is Trache, Bossy, and Tonelli up front. Moffat and Persson in from the respective points. And Lorimer following the draw. Goes to the far corner, takes a look, and shoots it down the ice.
Jigs, the Islanders have never lost a home game regular season to a team that came into the league after they did.
No kidding.
How about that?
John Tonelli feeding the puck, and it comes down into the Islanders' zone. That's an amazing stat.
They've lost one playoff game to Edmonton, and that's the only game they've ever lost, but none of them, not one game during the regular season to a team that joined the NHL after the Islanders.
Of course, this team that we're seeing tonight came in 74, 75 as the Kansas City Chiefs. Scouts, excuse me. Bossy back to the Colorado goal. Face to the corner, and there is Lever to clear it into center ice. Minute 3 remaining in the Islander power play. Potvin to Persson. From Persson to Tonelli, off his stick. Coming back is Lorimer. Tonelli and Trache in forechecking. Potvin got a piece of it. Here's Bossy picking it up. Mike Bossy cuts right, shoots. The rebound. Tonelli blocked by Resch. Ends up back of the net. Tonelli with it to Bossy out in front of backhander. Resch the dazzling save. Lever for the Rockies. He's bumped in the corner by Trache and John Tonelli. Puck piled up on the boards, and a face-off to the left, and Glenn Resch has stood the Islanders on their ear a couple of times.
Two fine saves, Jiggs. He makes the first one off John Tonelli. The next one as Bossy sweeps behind the net, comes out to the right. He stops him also. There's a shot. Trache right in on Resch. Here's John Tonelli. Resch is stymied. He's locked in there. He can't move. He makes the save off John Tonelli anyway as Lorimer hits Tonelli, the puck behind the net. Trache tries to fight off Quenville. Tonelli right there to Bossy. Bossy's quick backhand shot stopped by Glenn Resch.
Now Dwayne Sutter has fed it to Persson to Potvin. Dennis fakes it, moves in, centers a loose puck. Brent Sutter had been knocked off balance, and Maxwell clears it down the ice.
You can bet that the referee is not going to call another penalty unless everybody in the building sees it against Colorado while they have one man in the box.
And that man is due back on in 7 seconds as the Rockies force the Islanders in deep. That'll kill off the penalty time against Mike Kitchen.
So more good penalty killing. Jake, more good penalty killing by the Colorado Rockies.
Meantime, Gillies got to the blue line and was checked. The puck dumped down into the Islanders zone. That's Potvin going back. 6 minutes, 10 seconds left in the second period. We're tied 2-2. Kitchen at center ice. Back into his own zone for Nicholson. Over to Ramage. Ramage long pass to Kitchen out of his reach. Potvin will go back. That's going to be an icing penalty, or call at least, against the Rockies. A break in the action. The score tied. Islanders 2, Rockies 2.
Islanders not losing to anyone that came into the league. 15-0-2 versus Colorado, 16-0-1 versus Washington, 14-0-6 versus the WHA teams. That's the 4 teams. That's 45-0-9, a percentage of .917. 9.917 percentage against teams that came into the league after they did.
Now here's Bourne coming into the Colorado zone. In deep was checked by Quenneville. Laid it back in the net. It was up on the lip of the boards momentarily, and dug loose, cleared, held in by Goring. His shot went off Quenneville. Here's Nystrom after it. Bob Nystrom sidesteps Cirella's check and then was knocked down. Bourne from back of the goal. Bob Bourne. The Goring off his stick. Resch smothers the puck and holds on.
The fans, the Islanders, all think there should be a penalty against number 2 for the Colorado Rockies, Joe Cirella, 18-year-old. He's done a fine job. He's worked hard. Questionable whether or not it should have been a penalty. Depending on the kind of game you have, it could be. Tonight, according to Myers,
Myers yelling at Glenn Resch. There's a problem with a strap apparently on his goal pads.
Chico can't reach down to get it, so he has Mike Kitchen do it for him. Just a matter of putting it, the strap, into the position where it should be.
I had a trivia question. We haven't had time to even think about it. This has been a good, fast hockey game.
Love it. Love this kind of action.
Wayne Merrick on the face-off with Billy Carroll and Dwayne Sutter. Merrick got the face-off. Here's Janssen from the point shooting. Right on the stick side of Resch. And Ramage shoots it high in the air. Down into the Islanders zone. Ashton chasing it with Janssen. And got there at the same time. Ashton centered, but Langevin broke it up. Langevin to Wayne Merrick. Now to Dwayne Sutter. He's over the line. Checked by Ramage, who clears it to center. That's Janssen dumping it to the open wing. Rotten moving up. He's hit solidly by Carroll. Billy Carroll came off the boards controlling the puck. Backhands it in. Kitchen after it. Merrick runs into him. Puck into the far corner. Dwayne Sutter out in front to Merrick. Merrick to the blue line to Langevin. Langevin a drive through a screen. Pad saved by Glenn Resch. Janssen moved in from the point. Into the corner. Here's Merrick with it to Dwayne Sutter. Sutter centers. Merrick at the side of the net. Looks for somebody in the clear. Both Carroll and Merrick have been knocked down. Now Carroll into the corner to Sutter. Sutter's centering attempt was deflected. Merrick goes to the corner with Broughton. Carroll was there as well, and Ashton wheels out for Colorado. 2 men back. Ashton over the line, played it in around Langevin. Smith sliding out, got a piece of both Langevin and Ashton. And Billy Smith turned it to the corner, and Merrick is there. Dumps it down the boards. This will go for icing. 3 of 3, 44 remaining in the second period. Islanders led 2-1 at the end of the first. Lever's goal at 1:46 of the second period has put us where we are now, tied 2-2.
The Islanders generally like the second period, Jags. I'll tell you why in a moment. As we watch Ashton, he banks it off the boards, tries to beat Langevin, has got an edge on Langevin. Billy Smith comes out, gets the feet of Ashton. Ashton looking down, trying to control the puck. Billy Smith takes advantage of him, comes out and cuts him down. Islanders have scored a goal in the second period in 16 consecutive hockey games. The last time they did not score in the second period was back in Boston on January the 14th.
Now they have 3:25 left to get the job done here in this period. Videlli in front of the net was checked. Out comes Lever. Nicola and McMillan moving in over the line as well. Lever on a check from Morrow. Martinelli kicked the puck to Potvin. Eddie Potvin to Bossy over the line. Gave it to Trottier. Ryan in front. Back to the point. Here's Morrow to Potvin. Potvin shot hit McMillan. It's on the doorstep. And Resch is covered up and held on. There's a break in the action with less than 3 minutes to play in the period. And our scores, Islanders 2, the Rockies 2. season. The Rockies of 81-82 have won only 3 games on the road this year. But they are playing like a team possessed tonight. Brent Sutter trying to set up Gillies. Brent Sutter out in front. Ersan moves in from the right point. Lets the shot go through a screen, and that's off the target. Malinowski, 25 left in the second period. I'm Jakes McDonald with Ed Westfall at the Nassau Coliseum. As we watch Persson back into his own zone. Persson to Brent Sutter. Brent comes to center. The pass to Langevin. Over the line, dumped it into the corner. It was cut off by Resch, and there's Quenneville. Joel Quenneville dumps it to center ice. Langevin hustles back. Langevin takes a look. Gave it to Persson. Back to Gillies. To Brent Sutter. Back to Clark Gillies. Gillies a drive. Resch the save. And he covers up quickly as Brent Sutter came screaming in on top of the net.
Clark Gillies drive. You see Resch down on his knees testing his goal stick. The drive by Gillies, a hard one. Resch has faced that many times in practice. He knew how to handle that shot. Another cheer as the standings are posted on the matrix board here in the Coliseum. The Islanders are way out in front.
Nice story on Glenn Resch in today's Newsday. Pat Calabria, I believe, had the story in Newsday with an editorial as to what this win streak by the Islanders means to the residents of Long Island.
A lot of attention drawn to the island as the Islanders tried to break the 29-30 Boston Bruins record of 14 straight games. They tied it in Philadelphia. They have an opportunity to break it here tonight.
They're tied 2-2 with the Colorado Rockies late in the second period. Here is Nystrom. Goring coming to the corner. Tambellini was there. Handed it right to Nystrom. He shoots. Resch a dazzling stop. There's Ramage firing it high and up into the crowd.
What a stop by Chico Resch. Jakes McDonald, it has to be his best of the game. Point blank by Bobby Nystrom. Here's how it happened. Look who's got possession of the puck. Steve Tambellini tries to clear it. Intercepted right there by Bob Nystrom. Dangerous play. Bad play by Steve Tambellini. Look at the save of Glenn Resch as he gets his right toe on a blistering wrist shot by Bob Nystrom.
Now Goring will face off against Tambellini. Bourne and Nystrom had pulled to the right side. The puck went the opposite way, and Ramage fires it around. Here's Kitchen, bumped by Nystrom. Came off the point. Goring slaps it through in front. Bourne was upended by Ramage accidentally. Goring worked it to the boards, and there's Mike Kitchen shooting it into center ice. 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining in the second period as Johnson hustles back on the Islander defense. Now to McEwen. To Nystrom. Off Goring's stick with that pass, and Ramage covers up. Bourne comes in to forecheck. Ramage over to Kitchen. Kitchen banged it off the boards. Johnson sends Bourne over the line on right wing. Bob Bourne worked it back to the net. Ramage takes over. Bourne steps into him. The puck loose. Nystrom checking on Broughton. It comes loose again, and Tambellini fed it to Ashton, and into center ice. That's Johnson. To McEwen. Mike McEwen, the former Rocky. That's to the left side. His shot hit Kitchen in front of the goal, and Tambellini brings it to center, gave it to Ashton. He's checked by Thomas Johnson. Now here's Nystrom once more, shooting it into the Rocky zone. Ramage back. 25 seconds left in the period. Johnson from the blue line to Trottier. Ryan Trottier put it out in front. That's cleared quickly into the penalty box. 19 seconds remain in the period.
Things tightening up for the Colorado Rockies, Jags. You see them trying desperately to flip the puck out into center ice. They have possession of the puck. They're not sure what to do with it. The Islanders, with considerable pressure on them from players like that gentleman, Brian Trottier, but they seem to be more disorganized here late in the second period than I've seen them in the hockey game so far.
Trottier remains at center ice. Lever on the draw for the Rockies. Linesman Bob Hodges hesitating. Maxwell had stepped into the face-off area. Now the puck drop comes to the boards for Bossy to the point. Morrow had it knocked away from him by Maxwell. Wide of the Islander goal. Potvin touches up. We have 9 seconds left in the second period.
Steve Tambellini, one-time Islander, leads the Colorado Rockies in scoring on the road. 12 goals, 14 assists. He has 26 points.
Who led this team in scoring their first year in the league? That's the trivia question.
Oh, it is?
Right, yeah.
Their first year in the league as
Yeah.
Kansas City or as Colorado?
As Kansas City.
Kansas City. Ooh. Let me think about that.
Trottier turned around from the face-off. It comes out on the right side. Potvin backing in, and that's going to do it. It ended up underneath Lorimer with 2 seconds left. So they face off once more to the left of the Rocky goal, but now up on the edge of the face-off circle. We had 3 penalties in the first period. We've had 3 more here in the second. 2 of them were fighting. The other power play chance for the Islanders when Kitchen went off, but they couldn't do anything with it. Bossy on the face-off, went right to the net, but wide, and there's the horn, ending the second period. The Rockies get the only goal, Lever's second of the game, and at the end of 2, our score is tied. New York Islanders 2, the Colorado Rockies 2. See him, it's Brian Trottier at center ice, Mike Bossy on the right wing, John Tonelli on the left side, with Morrow and Potvin at the blue line. The puck cleared into the Islanders zone as Potvin picking it up. Eddie Potvin to John Tonelli. Off his stick, he and Tambellini got together, and the puck went to Bossy. He was checked. Bringing it back in on the left side is Broughton. There's Potvin. Potvin and Tambellini in the corner together. Brian Trottier played it to Tonelli. Back to Trottier. Into center ice. Trottier from the blue line. A slap shot went off the defenseman Lorimer. Left loose. There's Tonelli. Put it out in front. Picked off. And lugged out of there by Graham Nicholson. Nicholson shoots it into the Islanders zone. Smith around the boards to the right wing, out of the reach of Bossy. Nicola was knocked down heavily, and here's Potvin. Potvin with 3 Rockies back. Fires one from long range. Glad by Rush. Made it around the boards. There's Dwayne Sutter with a drive. Up through the goal mouth and comes to the right wing. McMillan pokes it into center ice. Catolo over the Islander line. A slap shot off the chest of Smith. Aired by Langevin. Wayne Sutter takes over. Wayne Sutter back to the net. Trying to get away from McMillan's check. Gave the puck to Langevin. Langevin dumps it into the left of Fresh. Lever back. He was tied up. Here's Brent Sutter with a shot that went wide. Comes back to the left point. Dave Langevin centers. Cut off and cleared by Ramage. Around the boards. That's Gillies to Persson. Back to Clark Gillies. His shot. Wayne Sutter knocked it down, then couldn't center it. Persson in from the point. To the corner, it's Ramage. The Lever. On Lever, pokes it into center ice. And down into the Islanders zone. Coming back for it is Langevin. Dave Langevin from back of the goal as the teams make changes on the fly. Boring tipped it down into the Rocky zone. Bourne chasing it. He and Quenneville get there together. Oh, Quenneville up the left side. It was knocked out of the air by Malinowski. Merlin Malinowski off the left wing side. Now here's Catola to Foster as we welcome the audience from coast to coast in Canada. You're watching the New York Islanders and the Colorado Rockies in what the Islanders hope would be a history-setting night. But they are tied 2-2 early in the third period on home ice. Quenneville, number 22 for the Rockies, forcing the Islanders back. The Islanders working with Thomas Johnson and Mike McEwen on defense. Bob Bourne, Butch Goring, and Bob Nystrom the forward line. This is McEwen. Over the Rockies line, McEwen can't get around Nicholson. Bourne goes in deep. Bourne to Nystrom. Nystrom comes off the boards, trying to center the puck. Malinowski all over top of him. Foster dug it loose. Picked up back in the net by Quenneville. Up the middle, that's Malinowski. To Gagne, who is checked. The puck is loose at center ice for Bourne. To Goring. Goring is over the blue line. Can't set up Nystrom, who broke in off the wing. Up come the Rockies. Aaron Broughton to the Islander line. Long shot. Smith the save. Potvin picks it up. 16:50 remaining in this game. A 2-2 tie. Billy Carroll sends Merrick over the Rockies line. Merrick to Dwayne Sutter. Indeed, put it out in front. Cleared by Rush. That's Broughton feeding it to the left wing out of the reach of Brett Ashton. And coming back to the Islanders, it's Morrow. To Carroll. Billy Carroll shot one in deep. The fourth line for the Islanders made up of Merrick, Dwayne Sutter, and Billy Carroll at the moment. Steve Tambellini is checked at center ice by Morrow. And here's Bob Lorimer, a former Islander. Dumping it into the New York zone. Smith leaves it back to the net for the captain, Denny Potvin. Potvin was checked by Ashton. Here's Tambellini with it. Eric stepped into him, and the puck is loose on the near boards. Turning with it is Broughton, centers. Ashton's backhander is turned aside by Smith, and Billy Carroll starts out on right wing. For Rocky's back as Carroll gets over the line. Drop pass to Bossy. Mike Bossy wheels it around Lorimer, but can't get away from Ashton's check. Now Ashton, the Broughton, and it goes into the crowd.
In the first period, Lever scored the first goal of the game, making it 1-0, his 25th of the season. Trottier followed. You're looking at Don Lever. He has 2 goals in this hockey game, one in the first period. He scored the lone goal in the second period. Trottier and Brent Sutter scored for the Islanders. That was in the first period also.
Now here's John Tonelli for the Islanders.
Fine check by the captain, number 5, Rob Ramage, on John Tonelli.
Ryan Trottier works it back of the boards. Mike Kitchen's clearing attempt ends up at center ice, and Langevin is back. Langevin to Bossy, and we've lost the folks in the Great White North. They're going to be in and out, apparently, or they are. Tonelli around the boards to Trottier. He couldn't get a stick on it. That's Lever coming down the left wing. Checked at center ice. Mike Kitchen forcing the Islanders to go back. 5 minutes gone in this final period. We're tied 2-2. Langevin sends Trottier out on the left wing side. Ryan Trottier across the line. Trying to go through the defense. Over to Tonelli, and he was too well covered. Catola breaks up the right wing. Catola across the Islander blue line. Stops. Catola left side. Moving in with it is Malinowski. The shot blocked. Stiff dove in front of the rebound, and Trottier has cleared it. But not out, they roll. Trottier upended by Foster, and here's Johnson. Thomas Johnson to Mike McEwen. McEwen to John Tonelli. Tonelli to Trottier. Kind of blowing around Quenneville. Couldn't catch up with the loose puck, and Sorella is back. So Sorella up the left wing. In the center ice is Bobby Miller. Now Malinowski is checked at the Islander blue line. Here's Brent Sutter on right wing. Over the line, working around Quenneville. Brent Sutter back to the net with it. Centered. Janssen at the blue line. A diving stab has kept it in. Janssen around Foster. In deep. Clovis Janssen, a backhander, is blocked. McEwen with the rebound. Moves in the backhand. Turns, but the whistle is sounded. We have some penalties coming. Shoving in front of the Colorado goal. There's a break in the action. The score is tied. Islanders 2, the Rockies 2. 6:08. Wayne Sutter for interference. Glenn Resch for slashing.
Sutter got in a little close on Glenn Resch. Resch must have felt that he was in a little too close. Sutter, an interference penalty. Resch, a slashing penalty. Both 2 minutes.
So the face-off will be to the left of the Colorado goal. Resch talking to Bob Myers. Chico will talk to anybody that'll take time to listen, so it's not unusual to see him.
And you may be there a long time.
Yeah. Well, you better have some time to spend, you're right. Lorimer playing it back of his own goal to Nicholson. Nicholson checked by Bourne. There's a break in the action. The score is tied. Islanders 2, the Rockies 2. Play underway as Denny Potvin gets over the Colorado line. Potvin centers, tipped under Resch, and he sprawls on it. They try to dig it loose, a scramble, but the whistle has sounded. Now some shoving going on at the side of the Colorado goal as Resch rolls over and gets up slowly. He has been brilliant between the pipes for the Rockies.
Billy Carroll in quickly. This is Dennis Potvin through the center ice area. Bourne took off on the left side. Billy Carroll with him. Potvin, good move back inside. There's Carroll as he heads for the net. Potvin lets the shot go. Carroll tipped it. Good stop by Glenn Rice on a tip by Carroll. There's the loose puck as everybody tries to to work it loose. Colorado wants to work it underneath goaltender Resch. Number 3, Nicholson, goes after Billy Carroll.
And the crowd right now is loud as if they were in the 7th game of the Stanley Cup Final, trying to get the Islanders revved up. It's McMillan for Colorado, shooting it into the Islanders' zone. Smith cuts it off, gives it to Langevin. Around to Persson. Stefan Persson to Bob Nystrom. Nystrom working on Kitchen, and he was checked by McMillan, who came back. Here's Ramage for Colorado.
They've got Dave Langevin trapped up the ice.
And Smith is out of the net to clear the puck around to Nystrom. Dropped it to Persson. 35 seconds remaining in the double penalties. Langevin out of the left wing corner. Turned to get away from Bob McMillan. Gave it to Persson. Persson to Langevin. Langevin into center ice. Into that Colorado zone. The pass to Nystrom was blocked. Kitchen with it back of the net. Islanders heading for a player change. Out on the right side comes Rob Ramage. Ramage cuts to the left to the Islander line, goes in offside, and there's no further play. It was a break in the action. The score is tied. The Islanders 2, the Colorado Rockies 2. We have 11:59 remaining to play in the game. 7 seconds left in the penalties to Resch and Dwayne Sutter.
The New York Islanders have won 11 straight home games right here. Can they do it tonight? They're up against a tough opposition in the Colorado Rockies.
The Rockies broke Montreal streak earlier this week. Here is Trache sending Janssen over the line. Blows it off left wing. Back to the net. Got away from Sorella. The puck just bounced or bounced right off his stick. And out comes Foster. Foster over the Islander line. Can't get completely around McEwen. And Mike Bossy takes it on the right wing. Ahead to Tonelli. Off the stick of Trache at center ice. Bobby Miller is back. Out of Foster. Broken up by Janssen inside the line. Over to Bossy. Bossy in around Quenneville. Right Bossy to Tonelli, and he couldn't get a stick on it. Bossy to McEwen. He's shooting. Deflected in front. Here's Bossy to Tonelli. His shot is blocked by Resch. Dove on it. Couldn't smother it. Malinowski comes out of the corner. Trache ties him up. Bossy cleared the puck. And Foster has dumped it down the ice. Backcourt is Janssen. It didn't go far enough for icing. Clovis Janssen. Stick handling into center ice. Upended by Tambellini. No penalty. Bossy with the loose puck. Lost it to Tambellini. Tambellini can't center it inside the Islander line. Now the Rockies moved in, but it's broken up by Tonelli. Tonelli down the right wing into the Rocky zone. On Tonelli, centers. Resch, a sprawling save, and there's no further play.
The fans are on their feet for some of it. Glenn Resch keeps breaking up Islander attempts.
We have 10 minutes and 32 seconds remaining in the game here at the Nassau Coliseum. Jakes McDonald with Ed Westfall. It is still a 2-2 tie. As we watch Denny Potvin, the Islander captain, feeding the puck to Brent Sutter, to Dwayne Sutter on right wing. Dwayne Sutter moves in deep, was checked by Nicholson. Now Brent Sutter got a stick on it. Out in front, back to Gillies. He shoots, Resch, the pad save. Broughton hammers in the corner by Brent Sutter, and then he got away from the check. Aaron Broughton fired it off the boards deep into the Islander zone. This will be called back for icing. And now exactly 10 minutes left.
You get the feeling, James, that the Islanders are slowly taking over the play. And Chico Resch has been brilliant in the last 2 shifts. That time robbing Clark Gillies. Colorado having trouble getting out under heavy forechecking. Brent Sutter right there as he fights with number 3, Nicholson. There's the play to Clark Gillies. Watch the shot. He can let it fly. Screened. Glenn Resch gets his right toe on the track. Good play by Resch. The fans want to see the Islanders get the goal quickly.
Al Arbor has Butch Goring, Bob Bourne, and Bob Nystrom up front. Persson and Langevin on the points as McMillan sent Lever in, but he was checked by Nystrom. Persson comes back to the puck. Around to the left wing to Bourne. Bourne has been held without a goal in his last 10 games. Here's Goring across the line. Nystrom with him on the right wing. Goring center. Nystrom shoots. Rush the save, and he covers up. Rush has been a miracle man in the Colorado goal. There's a break in the action. The score is tied. Islanders 2, the Rockies 2. There you see the stat on the last home loss against the Canadiens. But right now it's 2-2. Islanders looking for their 15th consecutive victory and are getting a tough test tonight from the Colorado Rockies. Langevin up to Nystrom on right wing. He's tied up by Kitchen. The puck came loose. Trying to put it out in front is Broughton, forced back to the net from Langevin's check. Persson to Langevin, around to Nystrom in the far corner. Bob Nystrom to Langevin. Langevin to Nystrom. The Islanders having trouble coming out of there. The forechecking of Ashton and Tambellini hemming them in. Now Langevin springs Bourne loose. Bourne is across the line on the left side. Around the check, the backhander. Rush the save. The jab at it. A pile up. It's underneath Ramage.
Glenn Rush took a heavy hit from the on-rushing Bob Bourne as Bourne walks in, gets a play. Here we see the action. There's Bourne as he walked around number 5, Ramage. Ramage plays the puck. Bad play. First time tonight he's made that kind of a play. There's the backhand. Bob Bourne having no luck. He bounces off. Bob Nystrom runs into Glenn Rush and then it hits the goalpost with his body as the Islanders put more pressure on Glenn Rush. Here's the move by Bourne around Ramage. Ramage going for the puck. Bourne's backhand. Glenn Rush takes a heavy hit in the face from Bob Bourne.
Now Merrick wins the face-off. Morrow's shot from the point was knocked down. Billy Carroll stepped into Bob Miller. The puck loose back of the net. Wayne Sutter's knocked to the ice. Here's Billy Carroll with it to Wayne Merrick. Merrick to Wayne Sutter. Wayne Sutter trying to set up Potvin, who had blown in off the point. Comes back to the opposite side. Morrow around the board. Billy Carroll chasing it to hit the back of the net. It's cleared away from Morrow. Down into the Islanders zone. Just over the goal line. Backcourt is Potvin, and that is icing. We have a break in the action. 8:12 left in the game. The score is tied. Islanders 2, the Rockies 2.
2-2. It's going to get more difficult for the Islanders, easier for the Colorado Rockies.
Only 6 minor penalties in the game. The speed has been incredible tonight. John Tonelli is across the blue line. Tonelli was checked. Totola knocked off the puck. Trottier, and he fired it wide as Bossy was parked in the goal mouth. Here's Janssen. Centered. Bossy shot just went wide. Trottier with it. Ryan Trottier trying to get it out in front of the net, and Totola slaps it down the ice.
Colorado, Jakes, consistently icing the puck. That's going to hurt them. They're giving it up to the Islanders. They're giving up face-off after face-off in their own end of the ice. That can hurt as the Islanders come on strong. Thomas Johnson, who did not play in the game against Philadelphia. There's his pass. Bossy just missing the lower left-hand corner on a quick shot. As Glenn Rush down to cover the low ice.
While we have this little delay, let's get this in. The trivia question, who led this team in scoring their first year in the league when they were Kansas City?
I have no idea.
Simon Nollet.
Simon Nollet, the captain of the team.
26 goals, 32 assists. Back in 74, 75. McMillan comes out into center ice for the Rockies. The Islander line is taken out of the play by McEwen, and Bossy fed it to Thomas Janssen. 7:27 remaining in the game. Here is Bossy. Mike Bossy shot it high off the boards in the Rocky zone. Maxwell from back of the net. Kevin Maxwell dumps it into center ice. Johnson chasing it into the Islander territory. Gave it to McEwen on left wing. Mike McEwen over the Rockies line. McEwen looks for Tonelli. Headed through, but high. There's Bossy picking it up. Bossy to the blue line. Thomas Johnson into Bossy. Bossy checked once and knocked down. Took the puck into the corner to Tonelli in front of Trottier, and he was knocked off his feet. Veered around to Johnson at the point. Thomas Johnson can't get it to Bossy, and the Rockies break out 2-on-1. This is Ashton. Ashton moving right in. Shoots, Smith the save, and he covered up in the rebound.
Oh, my. Good chance for the Colorado Rockies, and Billy Smith, with nothing to do, makes the stop twice on him. Another break in the action to score the Islanders 2, the Colorado Rockies 2. Well, leads a 2-on-1 break out of his own end of the ice. Brent Ashton moves in, looks again, trying to find a spot, sees one, lets it go. Billy Smith, fine save, rebound by Ashton, and Billy Smith makes the save the second time.
Now Gillies has dumped the puck into center ice. It's Gillies, Brent Sutter, Dwayne Sutter. It's shot up into the crowd. We'll get a face-off in the center ice area. We're down to 6 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in this game.
Largest crowd ever to watch a hockey game here in the Coliseum. Another record tonight, Jiggs McDonald, 15,271. Previous record, 15,267 against Detroit back in February the 6th.
Where have they put the 4 new seats?
Right here in the booth with us.
Langevin has dumped it in wide of the Rockies' net. That's Mike Kitchen around the boards. Gillies unable to flag it out of the air, and it's cleared by Ashton. Up the left wing side, Tambellini knocked down by Gillies. No penalty.
Now the fans know it. You can hear the fans abuzz, Jiggs. Clark Gillies pulls Steve Tambellini down from behind. Maybe we can show it. Make up your own mind. But in all fairness, the referee has let the players find their own way through the hockey game pretty well. Here's the play as Steve Tambellini rushes for the puck. Clark Gillies, you see his stick reach out, give him a little tug. Down goes Tambellini, no penalty. Referee Myers has let several plays go on both sides that normally might have been called for infractions.
Islanders have won 11 straight games at home, breaking their old record of 10. Won 14 straight. They're tied at 2 with the Rockies as Persson slaps it around the boards. That's Brent Sutter in deep. To Dwayne Sutter, tried to get it to Langevin. Tambellini stole it. Heard it into center, and that's Persson backing up. Stefan Persson to Clark Gillies. Gillies over to Langevin. Langevin shot it into the Colorado zone. Islanders in the middle of the player change. Goring has come out with Bourne and Nystrom. Up the right wing side is Malinowski. At the Islander line, shot it around the boards. Morrow, the right side, that's Nystrom. Lost it to Foster. He's shooting. Cleared by Potvin.
He misfired on a good chance for Colorado. Foster looked up to take the shot and missed it.
And then Bourne dumped one off the boards. It came very close, and it's shot in offside, or at least knocked out of the air offside at the Colorado blue line.
What a chance for Dwight Foster, number 20, as he moved in, a loose puck, went to take the shot, and he misfired. Puck rolled off the end of his stick. In the second period, Bullard has scored for Pittsburgh. They lead Philadelphia 4-3. Here's the attempt by Foster. Look at that. He moved in quickly. As he looked up to see where his shot was, the puck rolled off the end of his stick. He got nothing on it when he let the shot go.
So we have 5 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in the game. Islanders 2, the Colorado Rockies 2. Butch Goring centers for Bob Bourne and Bob Nystrom. A broken stick splintered down in the circle to the left of Resch. So the two linesmen, Dame and Hodges, make sure that they have all of it retrieved before they get play underway here. The Islanders go to Pittsburgh for a game tomorrow night. They'll be back here at the Coliseum for 3 games next week. Chicago coming in on Tuesday night. They'll be followed by the Pittsburgh Penguins on Thursday, and a week from tonight, the Quebec Nordiques.
Jiggs, do you know how the Boston Bruins' 14-game winning streak was stopped?
Don't tell me it was a tie.
It was a New York team, the New York Americans. They were in last place. And they beat. I understand they beat. I don't know that they tied. But they stopped the streak. The New York Americans were in last place, and they stopped the Boston Bruins streak.
Well, the Montreal Canadiens had won 11 in a row when the Rockies went in there this week. Tuesday night, tied them 3-3.
If the Islanders win tonight, they have clinched a playoff spot, too.
Yeah, I recall hearing that. Goring has moved out of the face-off area. Bourne comes over for the draw.
That goes for a tie, too, Jiggs. I should make that and noted a win or a tie by the Islanders, and they clinch a playoff spot.
Joe Dane, the linesman, knocked down hard for the faceoff. Bourne with the puck. The Potvin back to Bourne. The Nystrom had hopped over his stick, and Gagne cleared it into center ice. Morrow off the boards. Gagne to Foster's over the line. A shot off the handle of Potvin, stick and into the crowd.
Dennis Potvin has a couple of words with Foster. Foster's shot hit the handle of the stick, went way up into the seats behind goaltender Billy Smith. There he is, Dwight Foster from Toronto, Ontario. He was the Bruins' first pick in 77.
39 seconds
Signed
here,
as a
and of
free
course have to
agent.
hold off anything Colorado can mount. The Rockies have been with them step for step.
Brian Trottier playing left wing as Tonelli takes the face-off. 19 goals in the last 15 games, and he has 6 game winners in that time.
Now here's McEwen giving it to Johnson, up to Tonelli. His pass deflected. Catola to McMillan. McEwen stepped in front of him, and Tonelli worked it off the glass. Moves down the left wing. John Tonelli checked from behind. Oh, Lever got a stick in the face accidentally, and out comes Toby Wilson, the Colorado trainer, to attend to Don Lever. So we have 4:17 remaining now as Lever is face first on the ice. He has scored both Colorado goals tonight, giving him 26 on the season, 18 of them with Colorado after coming over from that Calgary Flames trade.
Don Lever getting up slowly. Tonelli coming out of the Islanders' end with a lot of force and a lot of speed. The puck is rolling, trying to control it. Seems to get it under control, heads into the center ice area. There's Ramage's stick up under Tonelli's arm. Tonelli gets spun around. There's the stick right in the face of number 9, Don Lever. He has both Colorado Rocky goals in this hockey game. In the first period, he got number 25 from Catola and McMillan at 11:40. And in the second period, the only goal of the period, again from McMillan and Catola at 1:46. Lever, his 26th of the season. I didn't think he was hurt that bad. He got hit with the stick in the face, Jiggs, but he does not seem to be getting up. Unless he's got it around the eyes, and they do not want to move him.
Seems to be in the mouth area, lower than the eyes when he is holding that.
Stat man here with his binoculars has drawn a bead on him, and he tells me it's just to the left of his nose. You see the blood on the ice. I wonder if we have that. We could take another look at it. This is an accident that happens in hockey. A loose stick. A stick breaks loose, ends up in the face of one of the players. He doesn't see it till it's too late. John Tonelli coming out of the Islanders' end zone. The puck was bouncing. He was having trouble controlling it, but he had momentum. He had speed, as he usually does. That's Bossy along the boards. There's Tonelli as he breaks loose into the top of your screen. Ramage, number 5. There's Lever. Watch the stick now. Right there, right up into the face. That was Ramage's stick, his own teammate, and it was the blunt end of the stick. But he was cut. The game goes on. 4 minutes and 17 seconds. 2-2. Colorado, they've broken out of their own end a few times as of late, Jakes. Good sign for Colorado. A little tough on the Islanders.
Now the Rockies pinned in deep. John Tonelli got the puck to Trottier, got in front, fired it through the goal mouth. McEwen from the left point. His drive deflected. Trottier banging at it. It's underneath the defenseman, comes loose, and again blocked by a defenseman, and the Islanders are yelling and screaming. McEwen jumping up and down and yelling at referee Bob Myers.
Nothing short of attempted murder is going to draw a penalty at this point in this hockey game. History. It could be a history-making hockey game. Either way, what a game. There's the shot. Ed Westfall and Jiggs McDonald live from the Nassau Coliseum. Islanders, more pressure on Glenn Rush. He's holding up so far, Jiggs, under a lot of pressure by the Islanders. That time, Brian Trottier got a loose puck, got a shot at him. Smothered by Ramage.
Now as play gets underway, 3:54 remaining in the game. Tonelli tipped it off to the side of the net, cleared by Ramage for Miller. Bossy broke up that move. Bossy to Trottier. Ryan Trottier taken into the boards by Kitchen, and the Rockies have cleared it Held in by Janssen, but that skipped into the crowd, and they'll face off right at the Colorado blue line. Boston has defeated Detroit 7-5 elsewhere tonight. We now have 3 minutes and 39 seconds left in the game, and we're sitting on a 2-2 tie. Islander goals by Brian Trottier and Brent Sutter, both in the first period, after Lever had given Colorado a 1-0 lead, and then Lever tied it at 1:46 of the second period. Lever has gone to the dressing room after being struck by a stick. The Rockies will certainly miss him. We welcome our audience in Canada from coast to coast on a hockey night in Canada. They've had a good one here. The Islanders trying to make history, but have been thwarted by a fine skating group from the Colorado Rockies. And again, the puck is deflected into the crowd back of the Rocky bench.
Jigs, after 5 ties in the first 28 games, the Islanders have played only 1 tie in their last 30. January 17th, they tied the Washington Capitals. 3 minutes and 28 seconds remaining here in the third period. Colorado is getting looser. They can feel it. They're going to start to feel little goosebumps, and they're going to have things go for them. And the harder the Islanders try, it could work out against them in a situation such as this.
Well, they've been in a spoiler role earlier this week in Montreal when they ended the Canadiens' win streak. Gillies can't get loose at the Colorado line. Persson played it back to Langevin, to Stefan Persson. That's Ashton in forechecking as Persson fed it to Langevin up left wing out of the reach of Brent Sutter. And Lorimer gave it to Ashton, and he fires it high. Langevin takes over around the boards to Persson. Now less than 3 minutes to play. Persson to Brent Sutter, who couldn't take the pass.
All the little things now start to go against the New York Islanders.
Dave Tambellini dumps it down the boards. Langevin has to come back. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to play. Islanders making a player change. Goring has come out with Bourne. Wayne Sutter still out there. Now he'll be replaced by Nystrom as Boro goes back. Around to the left wing to Bourne. Bob Bourne. Long pass to Nystrom. Nystrom trying to get it over the line. It's knocked down by Kitchen, and there's Ramage feeding it to Foster on right wing. Foster just dumped it into the Islanders zone. Boro back quickly. Gagne into forecheck as Boro gave it to the Islander captain Potvin. Now to Bourne. To Goring. Goring tied up by Ramage. Loose puck. Delayed offside as well. Kitchen put it right on the stick of Bourne with 2 minutes left. Now to Potvin. Eddie Potvin can't get completely around the check. Here's Bourne with a blast. Way off the target. It hit Foster. Malinowski's clearing attempt. Into the skates of Nystrom. They pile up on the boards. Now Bourne and Foster fight for control of it. In comes Nystrom as well. Bourne got it loose for Goring to Nystrom. Into the skates of Malinowski, and the Rockies have cleared it into center ice with 1:35.
We could start to speculate. I wonder if Al Arbour will pull the goaltender in favor of trying to win the hockey game, Jakes.
I kind of doubt it, 18. John Tonelli tied up in the corner to the left of the net, and there's no further play. And the reason I say that, Arbour has been quoted as saying the records don't mean anything.
We'll find out. We understand the Toronto Maple Leafs leading St. Louis 8-4. We get that score courtesy of CSN.
Al Arbour has Brian Trottier out on the ice. You see the Stanley Cup champion coach pacing up and down behind the bench here at the Nassau Coliseum. Trottier, Tonelli, and Bossy, McEwen and Janssen at the points. The Rockies won the draw as Kevin Maxwell cleared it cleanly. Now here's Tonelli out of the corner to Bossy. Knocked down, and Bob McMillan moves out for the Rockies. McMillan over the line. Dumped it into the corner. Going it after it is Malinowski to McMillan. McMillan to the blue line. Lorimer slaps it around the boards. Less than a minute remaining. 2-2 tie. The Islander 14-game win streak is on the line. In the last 60 seconds as Trottier moves into center ice. Over the line. Gave it to Tonelli. Shooting. He scores! John Tonelli. 47 seconds left. Islanders 3, Rockies 2. Look at the Islanders celebrate.
How about that? John Tonelli. He has scored so many important goals in the last 3 years for the New York Islanders, or he has set them up. Gets the goal to go ahead. Islanders 3, Rockies 2. His 27th goal of the season. would lead it.
Oh, I tell you, 1913, here's the goal again. There's Tonelli's blast to Chico Resch, and Chico knew it all the way.
Wouldn't you know that he was screened by Bobby Lorimer?
But the Islanders came out to congratulate Tonelli.
It's a penalty.
A bench minor penalty against the Islanders, and here's the goal one more time.
It could be a historic goal with only 47 seconds. It looms as that. Croce leads his team down the ice. Drops it to John Tonelli. Watch Bobby Lorimer as Lorimer tries to stop the puck. Tonelli lets it go right by him, right through the legs of Glenn Chico Resch. And the New York Islanders take the lead 3-2. McEwen and Croce assisting. The fans are still on their feet here in the Nassau Coliseum. John Tonelli's goal has given them a 3-2 lead.
And there was no bench penalty against the Islanders. They have dumped the puck in with 38 seconds left. We'll see if the Rockies wish to pull Glenn Resch, but right now they're hemmed in their own end of the ice, as you see. And here comes Steve Tambellini. Resch heads for the bench. Tambellini dumps it around the boards. Bill Smith cuts it off for Morrow. Tambellini stole it. Dave Tambellini comes out in front, turns. That shot hit the side of the net. 15 seconds left. Offhand to Gillies, an empty net. He dumped it to the line, but not out. Ramage shot it wide. Morrow's clearing attempt is deflected into the crowd with 7 seconds left. Face-off will be outside the New York Islander blue line. John Tonelli, who set up Bob Nystrom for the overtime Stanley Cup winning goal against Philadelphia. John Tonelli, who assisted on the Stanley Cup winning goal against Minnesota last spring. John Tonelli, who scored the game-winning goal in Philadelphia to tie the Boston Bruin record of 29-30, stands in the middle of your picture, having just given the Islanders a 3-2 lead. One happy individual.
Jimmy Pickard, assistant trainer, congratulated him a little bit earlier, of course. The fans have not sat down since Tonelli scored. Rob Ramage has got an abuse of the official and a 10-minute misconduct, I believe, Jigs, looking at the signals fired by the linesman, Bob Hodges.
Sportsmanlike conduct and a misconduct penalty tacked on at 1953 on the Colorado captain, Rob Ramage. But you must give the Colorado Rockies all the credit in the world. They played the Islanders tough. They skated with them stride for stride tonight. They led the game at 11:40 of the first period. They tied it at 2, 1:46 into the second. And they have been tough, thanks in part to Chico Resch, thanks to a tight defense and some excellent forechecking by the forwards. In 7 seconds' time, the New York Islanders will move into the National Hockey League record books all by themselves, and having won 15 consecutive games. No other team has done that in regular season play. The Boston Bruins of 29-30 with greats like Eddie Shore, Connie Thompson in goal, and so many more set the record. The Islanders are 7 seconds away from breaking it. Maybe now the Islanders will be regarded as the great team that they are, especially in the New York area where they have battled media problems surrounding the Rangers for so many years. Maybe now they'll be the heroes that they so well deserve to be.
Interesting, Jigs, that in the Islanders' 14 wins, the last time a team came close to them was Washington, 5-2. That was back on the 4th of November. Since then, the scores have all been at least 4 goals apart. I should correct myself, 3 goals with Philadelphia the other night, but 2 of them were in the empty net, of course.
Here's the Islander goal to take the lead. McEwen, the Trottier, Ryan Trottier, the Tonelli, and there's the blast. In and out. And Tonelli jumped off those gates about 3 feet high. 7 seconds left. Minor penalty against Colorado. Then they took a timeout. Happy to have Canadian audience from coast to coast with us as Gillies has iced this Islander victory, dumping it down into the Colorado zone. And it's history made here at the Nassau Coliseum. You were with us a year ago, a little less more than a year ago, when Mike Bossy equaled Walker Richard's record, which has since been broken by Wayne Gretzky, and you see a happy New York Islander team.
Everybody in the Nassau Coliseum standing. They have been since John Tonelli scored the go-ahead goal, his 27th of the season. Look at them. They relieve. What relief to get that off their back. Anything from here is gravy. They're going to be a little different team now. They'll play maybe with just a little bit more or less tension and a little more freedom with that particular burden behind them now.
There's the story. A 52-year-old record in the National Hockey League has now been broken by the New York Islanders, a team that came into the league in 1972. A team that tonight has recorded their 379th career victory. John Tonelli is the star of the game, gives the high sign to the crowd. The final score is the New York Islanders 3, the Colorado Rockies 2. We hope you've enjoyed it. For those of you with Hockey Night in Canada and CSN, I'm Jakes McDonald with Ed Westfall here at the Nassau Coliseum, where the Islanders have just wrapped up their 15th consecutive victory.